Late sunlight touched the pieces of a fading flame tonight. I kept your name and held it tight. You moved away while I stayed near, still loving you through every tear. I gave my heart beyond the end, still hoping we could live again. I loved you longer than you stayed, kept every promise that we made. I held the light when yours was gone, and carried us when I stood alone. I gave you more than words could prove, and still had more left just for you. I loved you longer. Your memory lingers in my veins like a soft and silent pain. I still can hear you call my name, but nothing feels the same. I told myself you'd turn around, but only echoes made a sound. I loved you longer than you stayed, kept every promise that we made. I held the light when yours was gone, and carried us when I stood alone. I gave you more than words could prove, and still had more left just for you. I loved you longer. Maybe some hearts don't stop on time, they keep on beating through goodbye. And now I'm learning love can end, even when feelings still remain. I loved you longer, now I know some hearts need time to let things go. Every scar became a sign to stop losing me for what's not mine. I'm walking toward a brighter view, and leaving all my tears with you. I loved you longer, now I'm free. A tired heart kept waiting in a burning rain, calling your name through all the pain. I held the door though love was gone, still begging shadows to hold on. I called it hope, but it was fear. I stayed while losing me each year. I stayed without reason, now I know some hearts are places I should go. I gave my nights, I gave my tears, I carried doubt for far too many years. I held us up with shaking hands while you let go of all our plans. I stayed without reason. Your touch grew colder day by day, but I kept asking warmth to stay. I closed my eyes and called it real, while hiding how I used to feel. I told myself you'd turn around, but silence was the only sound. I stayed without reason, now I know some hearts are places I should go. I gave my nights, I gave my tears, I carried doubt for far too many years. I held us up with shaking hands while you let go of all our plans. I stayed without became a sign to stop losing me for what's not mine. I'm turning pain to something strong and finding where I now belong. I stayed without reason, then I left. You broke my final hope. A small star trembled in the dark for you. The last light I believed was true. I placed it softly in your hands, believing you would understand. I gave you all that still remained. Now all I hold is pain. You broke my final hope, left me cold, like love was never mine to hold. I'm reaching through the dark alone for a heart that lost its home. I gave you all I had to keep. Now I'm falling far too deep. You broke my final hope. Your voice still lingers in my mind, a fading trace I can't rewind. I close my eyes, I feel you near, but you disappear. You're not here. I tell myself I'll be okay, but I break a little more each day. You broke my final hope, left me cold, like love was never mine to hold. I'm reaching through the dark alone for a heart that lost its home. I gave you all I had to keep. Now I'm falling far too deep. You broke my final hope. Maybe I gave too much away to someone who would never stay, and now I'm learning how to be what's only what is left of me. You broke my final hope. Now I know some pain can teach you when to go. Every scar still holds your name, but I won't stay inside the same. I'm finding strength inside my soul, turning broken into hope. You broke my final hope, not my future. Lonely midnight lays its shadow on my skin tonight, and every breath calls out your light. The room feels bigger without you here, too full of silence, too full of fear. I hold my heart with shaking hands, wishing love would understand. I need you tonight, more than the stars, more than the healing of these scars. I need your voice, I need your touch. like a fading but familiar spark. I close my eyes, I feel you near, then wake and find you disappear. I tell myself to let you go, but missing you still grows so slow. I need you tonight, more than the stars, more than the healing of these scars. I need your voice, I need your touch. I miss the way you meant so much. I try to stand, I try to be strong, but every second feels too long. I need you tonight. Maybe love can live this far, even broken, even scarred. And maybe hearts that lose their way still call each other anyway. I need you tonight, but I know too, some nights must pass without you. Every tear that fills my eyes won't become my whole life. I'll breathe through all this lonely blue and face the dawn without you. I need you tonight. Still I'll survive. Empty sunrise touched the tears I could not hide. I kept your promise by my side. I counted every step you missed and kissed the air where you once kissed. I gave my faith to yesterday while you were drifting far away. I waited in vain, I called your name, loved you hard but nothing changed. I stayed awake through every night, still couldn't bring you back to light. I gave you all I had to give, but hope alone could never live. I waited in vain. Your memory moves inside my chest like something that won't let me rest. I still can hear your voice so clear, but only silence answers here. I told myself you'd come around, but time made no returning sounds. I waited in vain, I called your name, loved you hard but nothing changed. I stayed awake through every night, still couldn't bring you back to light. I gave you all I had to give, but hope alone could never live. I waited in vain. Maybe love was never mine, maybe I was loving signs, and all the dreams I tried to save were flowers on an empty grave. I waited in vain, now I know some hearts are meant to let go. Every tear I cried for you told me what I must get through. I'm turning pain to strength again, no more waiting in the end. I waited in vain, now I'm gone. Soft daylight touched the words I never said to you. My hidden heart was always true. I stood beside you silently, loving you where you couldn't see. I kept your name inside my chest and wore my smile above the rest. I loved you quietly all alone, built a dream you never known. I gave you tears you never saw, and held my heart through every flaw. I tried to move, I tried to hide, but you were living deep inside. I loved you quietly. Your laughter stayed inside the air like something beautiful was there. I close my eyes, I feel you near, then wake and find you disappear. I told myself to let it go, but silent love still grows so slow. I loved you quietly all alone, built a dream you never known. I gave you tears you never saw, and held my heart through every flaw. I tried to move, I tried to hide, but you were living deep inside. I loved you quietly. Maybe some hearts choose to break before they risk one move to make. And now I know the cost can be the love that never set me free. I loved you quietly, now I see I need a love that chooses me. Every scar became a sign to stop chasing what's not mine. I'm turning toward a brighter view, where I am loved the way I do. I loved you quietly, no more. Midnight echoes carried your name into my room tonight. I reached for what was out of sight. The silence answered every plea, but I still hoped you'd come to me. I knew the pain, I knew the cost, still chased the love I thought I lost. I called you back through tears and rain, tried to wake our love again. I gave my pride, I gave my sleep, for something gone, for something deep. I tried to heal by holding on, but some goodbyes are truly gone. I called you back. Your memory lingers in my veins like a slow and silent pain. I still can hear your voice so clear, then wake and find you're not here. I told myself to let you go, but missing you still moves so slow. I called you back through tears and rain, tried to wake our love again. I gave my pride, I gave my sleep, for something gone, for something deep. I tried to heal by holding on, I called you back, now I can see the one I needed most was me. Every scar became a sign to stop chasing what's not mine. I'm turning toward a brighter track, no more looking backward back. I called you back. Dream about us tonight. Midnight whispers bring your shadow back to me tonight, and everything feels almost right. I see your smile, I feel your hand, like nothing ever had to end. For one small moment you are here, the morning makes you disappear. I dream about us every night, where broken hearts still hold on tight. I hear your voice, I feel your touch, and it's the way you meant so much. I wake and all the warmth is gone, but in my sleep we still live on. I dream about us. The dark becomes our second chance, a place where lost love still can dance. I close my eyes, you feel so near, then daylight says you're not here. I tell myself to stay asleep, where love is mine to keep. I dream about us every night, where broken hearts still hold on tight. I hear your voice, I feel your touch, and that's the way you meant so much. I wake and all the warmth is gone, but in my sleep we still live on. I dream about us. Oh, maybe dreams are mercy's way of giving back one stolen day, and every night they let me see the love you used to be. I dream about us, but I know even dreams must let me go. Every tear that fills my eyes won't become my whole life. I'll carry love, but still move through the morning light without you. I dream about us tonight. Ashes falling where our laughter used to live tonight. You turned our warmth into the night. I tried to save what still remained, but love was lost inside the flames. I gave my heart with open hands. You watched it fall like broken plans. You burned our love, left smoke behind, and took the peace I used to find. I'm reaching through the dark for you, for something fire burned into. I gave you more than I could show, more than you will ever know. You burned Your voice still lingers in my mind, a fading trace I can't rewind. I close my eyes, I feel you near, then wake and find you disappear. I tell myself I'll be okay, but I lose a little more each day. You burned our love, left smoke behind, and took the peace I used to find. I'm reaching through the dark for you, for something fire burned into. I gave you more than I could show, more than you will ever know. You burned our love. Maybe some hearts don't know their power, how one spark can end the flower. And now I'm learning from the pain, how to grow through fire again. You burned our love, but not my soul. You broke the dream, not what I hold. Every scar became a sign to stop losing me for what's not mine. I'm rising stronger from the blue, leaving all the ash with you. You burned our love. Now I'm free. Frozen feelings settled in the space you left tonight. I was reaching out, but you were out of sight. Every word turned into air, like you never cared. I believed in what we had, even when it felt so bad. I was holding on to you while you slipped right through. I stayed longer than I should, hoping you would love me good. Every tear I hid from view fell because of you. You left too cold, like I never meant a thing. I was giving you my heart. You felt nothing. You left too cold, didn't even say goodbye. Now I'm standing here alone, asking myself why. Your memory lingers in my mind like a truth I couldn't find. I still hear you say my name, but it's not the same. All the dreams we used to share disappear into nowhere. I was holding on too tight while you walked out of my life. Was it real or just a lie hidden in your distant eyes? Every promise I gave everything I had, all the good and all the bad, but it never made you stay. You still walked away. You left too cold. I'm learning how to heal, even with this broken heart. I can't start to feel. You left too cold. Now I'm stronger than before. Even if it hurts me still, I won't break no more. So I'll leave you in the past, knowing I'll be free at last. You left too cold, but I'll be warm.